Hi, welcome back to Bride Society. Today we're talking about cake toppers. So if you're wondering about what to put on the top of your cake, we're going to run through some of our top picks to give you some ideas.
So one of our favourite options, and one that seems to be increasingly popular now, is using words on the top. So quite often these might be like laser cut words, and can be done in materials like wood, plastic, different colours, so it's quite a versatile option, and of course a vast array of things that you can choose to say. So you might choose your new married name, so Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Jones, whatever. Some words that are maybe meaningful to you, like maybe something like happily ever after, or maybe even like some song lyrics from like your first dance that you've got planned, or just something that's really like your song, special to you. But yeah, so yeah, favourite words.
So if you didn't want to opt for the more traditional figurines on the top of the cake, but you still liked that idea, you could have a twist on the traditional, and that's what we chose for our wedding cake. We found a small company through Aritzia who did personalised illustrations of us. So we had a mini version of us on our cake.
Where's you? Which one's you?
I hope that's obvious. But also you could have other alternatives, such as if you're really into Lego. I've seen little Lego people on the top of cakes, just things like that. So it's a bit more personal. And for us, we can now keep these as a nice keepsake for after the wedding.
So in addition to other choices like Lego and the modern twists that we've shown you so far, there's more maybe alternative choices. So maybe there's a bit of a in-joke you have between you and your partner, or pet names for each other, and this can be quite a cute way of incorporating that sentiment or the personalities into your big day in a way that maybe no one else understands, but it's nice for you.
So,
yeah. And actually this is the route that my husband and I took, so I'll show you ours. We've got our little pond life. So my husband's Canadian, so we had a Canadian goose, and then as you can hear from my accent, I'm British, so chose quite traditional, the Queen's bird there with a little swan with a little veil.
And it was nice because you had feathers on your dress, didn't you?
It did, yeah, actually, yeah. So yeah, it kind of tied in that way too, which is sweet. But yeah, so that was our way of just in a fun way and mixing things up and making it personal for us. But some things like you might be like, I think you did some dinosaurs for somebody at one point.
Dinosaur mad couple.
Yeah, and yeah, so all kinds of things like that. But yeah, your opportunity to make it personal.
So if you're not really interested in anything we've talked about, but you're still thinking you'd like something on the top of your cake, there are other alternatives. So say you're having lots of flowers as part of your wedding and your centerpieces, you could have coordinating flowers on the top of your cake, and this just ties in maybe your colour scheme, or just kind of ties the cake into the rest of the wedding quite nicely. Another thing, if you're having a less traditional wedding cake, such as like a naked cake, which is really popular at the moment, you could put piles of fruit on the top. Just adds that bit of colour and interest. And that's also, I mean, people think of naked cakes for the summer with lots of strawberries and raspberries and berries, but it's also good in, if you're having an autumnal wedding, you can match the fruit, the seasonal fruit to that.
Yeah.
So you could bring in more like blackberries, like things like that.
Yeah, and it can still look really exciting with it all sort of piled high and looks slowly luxurious and things, doesn't it? So quite a few options for you there. And what we'll do is gather up our sort of top picks and put them together in a Pinterest board for you. So if you head on over to our Pinterest page to check those out. Otherwise, we'll see you next time for more Bride Society.